I went for it, and we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Forgotten Gods. I don't think there's anything to say today either, so we're just gonna jump straight into it to get it going. Last session, Gore and Leopold was being chased over far and wide over different terrain, different encounters, so to speak. Gaining just a little bit of head start from the Marlet that was hunting them down. They reached the same hill they've been to before. Barely getting the key into place as Gore was being crushed. The mechanism, the construct underneath, sprung to life, crushing the opposition quite easily. He wasn't talkative, but he said a few words before setting off, with the help of, accompanied by Gore and Leopold, into the Isle of the Gatekeeper, which protected or hindered any demons to enter from the Abyssal Gate. The construct itself, a celestial guardian, Soul entered the Abyssal Gate and, last time we know, is fighting all manners of demons, slowing them their progress down. After this encounter, Leopold and Gore took a evening's rest. The first one in weeks. They rested well, but woke up to a message that was very concerned, scared even, of Emma, telling them that the library of Sandera had been invaded by unknown forces. That they later learned was the Demon Lord Jubilex, as well as Robert being damaged or hurt when he was searching for information. They once more pressed their horses down south to go help them, only leaving Robert up to the fate of the gods. They are currently when we take up this journey again, staying outside the Library of Sandera. It's very dark, gothic walls and almost fortification like has been sprung up around it. So, what would you like to do?
What time of day is it now?
It's getting towards evening. It's still quite a few hours of daylight left though.
Yes, after standing toe to toe with that thing, somewhat getting beat, Gore would return to Emma and Leopold.
Well,
What the hell? Release that thing.
Guess we could ask the headmaster. Or the...
It was clear that Emma said that something released it that she and Robert was looking at.
Although I do believe those events had a correlation, I'm not certain it was made by the same thing. I told Leopold here as he's aware of the Seekers of Knowledge. It might be in them who summoned whatever this lord.
Where are they?
Well, hopefully dead. No one
No.
made it outside. At least no one I know of.
What is their symbol?
Symbol itself should be a book and a quill.
Gore's gonna start walking around in the Wounded tent looking for people who might have that symbol.
Sure. Roll me an investigation.
13.
13. Well, you start looking around. You do spot a few with the symbol.
Any of them conscious?
No, they are looking around. They are in somewhat of a similar state that Robert is, while others seem. You find one that you believe is probably dead already. The acid burns on the body is just made it shut down. No one in the tent itself seems to be conscious.
Very well. I guess I'm gonna continue to go outside the tent and look for people with that symbol.
Sure. Roll an investigation.
So, Emma,
That's a 2.
Yes.
where is the person that is in charge of the library? We
Oh,
would...
they are. Kind of points over to a. Would say finer tent, a more detailed. It does seem to have embroideries and kind of outlined gold and then red silk. They would be discussing in that tent.
I see. Maybe I should drag Gore there and try to get some answers here.
Yeah, he seems very true as it kind of lifts like a proviant barrel and kind of looks down and then goes to the next one. Like, with a 2, you pretty much search in any area it's large enough to hold a human, even though it wouldn't. So a bit too distracted on details. Right.
Well, out of frustration, he's gonna shout, "I seek the Seekers!"
Very well. Roll a perception.
Is it sunlight?
It still is, yeah.
Well, fuck. Nat 1.
You kind of scream it out. People notice you and kind of look at you for a while, but they have also seen that you just ran up to the door and kind of got blasted with something, so they're not surprised about your very extravagant. What's the word? Overplayed.
Extravagant.
Overplayed emotions or actions. I kind of just left around there getting blinded by the sun and yelling out into pretty much nothingness.
Ouch.
Excuse me, I think I need to check on Gore. I will run over to Gore.
Very well.
Gore,
Or is it?
we have some people to talk with in that tent over there.
Just starts walking towards the tent.
Very well. Emma's like, She kind of follows, but she's like always like 50 feet behind, kind of keeping like a tail. Yeah, the tent is quite large. Doesn't seem to be for sleeping purposes. Seems to be more for planning, meeting. I guess Gore, you just walk straight in.
Unless someone stops me.
No, it seems there isn't really guards outside the
I will-
tent, so no one really stops. You can just walk in.
I will not try to stop a half-ranging barbarian.
I'm not making full rage for that. Yeah, you walk into the tent. You kind of start looking around, or you walk in and you have like 5 people that kind of just turns to look at you. Leopold, you recognize one of them as Vanya. She kind of stands still to the current your left side. Was made of discussing something. There's also
Vanya.
2 that seems to be more
Oh,
more dressed as investigators or soldiers. They have the same kind of brigadier, kind of lightly armored, but they do wield a sword.
And
One,
one of them have the Seeker symbol on them.
No one of them. The other one to the next to Vanya is another high elf that has a more bronze-colored skin. Doesn't seem to be that particular dressed either. It's the same kind of scholar robes you've seen on Emma, just a bit more fancier. So probably getting the feeling of higher rank. But on the opposite, on the other side of the table, is this older man, quite the professor long beard, and this kind of glasses that you've seen on Robert before. Looks at you. And why do you disturb us now? Are you here for guard duty? Are you... What's your business in this tent?
excuse us. We have some knowledge of the abyss, dealing with things. We wanted to check out what you have, what knowledge you have here.
See, there is like scattered around the tent. There's a collection of books. It's a lot for this tent, but probably not a lot for a library itself. Oh. Most of our knowledge is locked inside the doors. Behind the doors. So... what is this knowledge of the abyss you're talking about?
Seems like they are invading in lots of places. We have dealt with a few.
Kinda raises his eyebrow. One of the guards kinda... Yeah, we have reports of several... these... hideous looking... disasters.
I have earlier helped out Vanya with providing some... Oh wait a minute, was it Vanya?
It was Vanya, yes.
Yes. Yeah, Vanya with some details, like...
Yeah. Excuse me, Headmaster, as we discussed, yes, these... At least him, I don't know who his companion is. But he at least have assisted in finding these devices that I shown you a few weeks ago. They are the ones that originally found them. how did you encounter these tools, devices, exactly?
If you're talking about the stone thingies, we encountered them in Latvia, in the sewers. After we investigated some strange things going on in that town. And before that, we fought a hag, I think it was, in Kerai. And that was the start of our journey to fight and find these things.
Why are you fighting these things? It's not that any opponent to this disease is helpful, but why are you doing it?
Well, what else seems to? And we were tasked by gods.
By gods, you say?
Do I know any of the god names?
You know the one that Robert gave, at least.
Vinkila.
Yes.
One of them. Vinkila. Old gods. Almost forgotten. The other I don't know.
That they must be, since I do not know that name at all.
Confidence is the others. They are old gods. They contacted me and my previous companion for help. Last thing she and I did was retrieve a key that Gore here helped me with unlocking Celestial Guardian.
You get these kind of looks from the three scholars in the room that they have heard about it before.
Many of you are conceptive with magics. Can't you feel their essence on us?
Kind of looks at you for a while. Looks at Vanya, who nods and they does a small incantation. So it seems celestial, the nature. But if many places has encountered this disease, why have you traveled here? Such a remote location.
We were called. Valuable ally had been attacked. The cleric by the name of Robert.
Excited young man. Didn't like to wait. I'm sorry for his condition.
From what we heard, he had uncovered something. Something that could have helped us.
Really?
Something that a trusted ally believes could have been sealed or protected by the Seekers. And it might be the Seekers that are behind this thing currently. Killing people.
Bold statement.
I have no reason not to trust it.
I can't say they cause it by will or not, but accidents happen. And from my understanding of magic, the more powerful, the more prone to accidents. If you are uncareful, and the greater the
You're not incorrect. He did have a very unusual interest in the books locked away. It's not the Seekers that have locked them. We have to lock them away as their knowledge is dangerous to the population.
That thing. It asks for knowledge. What is it doing? Protecting? Hoarding?
We could not tell you. We have no idea what we're dealing with. I don't think we know it is destructive. Its nature.
Was Robert the only cleric here?
He was the only cleric, yes. Not the only one with faith. What are you thinking? Humor me.
Well, this thing seems most unholy. Possibly the answer is in what is holy.
Certain I follow.
Well, our plan is to beat it. But I don't know. It seems quite strong. And I'm not afraid to admit it scares me.
Wouldn't advise fighting it now.
Can't bargain with it. Can it be banished? Thrown out?
Not certain. Its strength is remarkable. I'm not gonna lie.
It is a Lord of the Abyss.
Yes, so I believe simple banish or the like does not work. Considering the amount of power it seems to have taken to bring it here.
You say it was brought here deliberately?
Well, yes, the Lords of the Abyss cannot be or walk our plane without some sort of anchor, something to bring it here. But when it's here, it's very difficult to get rid of.
Can't we destroy the anchor?
The anchor itself is more or less useless after it's been brought here, unless it's deliberately keeping it open. Which I doubt that any demon lord will do.
Have you seen any others?
No, they are... I don't know about of this scale. They seem very locked in. Don't seem to go anywhere.
Maybe they're not here to take over, they're here to keep something away from whoever.
Did he ever mention what he found? Do you know?
It's could call upon Emma. She was with him.
Emma. I'm certain we can listen to what she has to say as well. Where is she? Just bring her here
Well,
and we'll discuss.
is she behind us or?
She's not behind you. She's definitely not in the tent. Or she over.
I will go on out and look.
Yeah, she's pretty much right outside the door, kind of leaning in. Oh, hi.
Please come in. They want to hear your story.
Oh, okay. Kind of brushes off her robes best as she can, kind of walks in. Hi. Good evening. Emma, I believe. Yes, that's me. Your companions tell me you have knowledge about this Robert fellow, or at least what he was searching for. Well, yeah, we did start talking since we knew the same people. We kind of knew the same problems. He never really told me what it was. He just told me he found something, but it was behind one of your seals. You could not instantly acquire it. Younglings usually do not have the patience or the wisdom to know what can harm them. Did they do say anything specific at all? No, that was the last thing he ever said to me before before all this happened. I don't know if it's what's special about it. Do we know?
Is there a way we could just go in and get it?
Well, we don't know what it is.
Clearly it has to do something with the abyss.
Well, there is hundreds of books there. Thousands, I think. Even.
Unfortunately, we could probably get, if you would try to, we could get you inside. Several paths. But we only know the location of it, and that area does contain a lot of tomes. It's like finding one among 100.
We would need to know which one to
That's
grab.
why we will need Robert.
Well, if he could give us the name or something, it could help us a lot, but he's not too good at the moment.
There's no contact with him at all. He doesn't seem to respond to anything. What is his state?
We brought something to him that the gods gave us. They told him they would do anything to help him, but I think right now it is just about waiting. As much as I hate it.
Likewise. The seal is strong, but it's not unbreakable. This creature deals in knowledge. It's probably do have some sort of knowledge to break magical locks.
Without any idea what we're looking for, it's gonna be impossible. Unless there's a way to take all of it.
No. Not even with our combined powers we could take all of that knowledge. We need some sort of clue. Have you looked through his belongings? His
not.
notes?
Not yet, but we will. Well, I can go get it. And he just walks up the tent to go and
Very well.
collect belongings. And if nothing happens, he returns with whatever he had found and just puts it on the table.
Yeah, I should go there. His items have pretty much been piled up next to his sick bed. And Robert looks, well, in all honesty, horrible. With the tar-like substance that kind of hardened all of his body. But he looks to be more at rest when you arrive there. Start picking up his items, throwing it in the backpack he has. You kind of bump at something that just makes a bit of a metal clanging noise. And he starts mumbling again. Seems to shake a bit and then start mumbling.
I'm just gonna lean in closer and try to hear what his mumbling could possibly be.
Oh. Seems to be repeating something over and over again. He seems to be repeating. Just going over and over and...
Is it XIIXII?
No,
Or-
that was double repeat. Thing is seems to be repeating is XII.
XII. Right. What was the thing that was clinking?
Just seems to be some sort of like riders to cling to one of his weaponry. You know, one of his survival knives.
I mean, might as well bring that.
Well. And I come back and it's this kind of awkward silence in the tent when you return. No one really knows what to say or what to look at, so they just kind of...
I don't know if this is related, but he was mumbling something.
Was.
XII.
Hmm.
Uh,
12.
do
Yes?
you said 12? Like the old
Yes, the...
old writing style.
Yes. The... We use a very simple system down in the basement to keep track. It's a If I'm not wrong, he means shelf number 12. It's marked with the X, I know.
It's a clue.
It's closer. It's a large reduction to what would need to be searched through.
Well, let's hope some of his other stuff can give a clue then.
Yeah, it doesn't really have much items per se. It does have a few rations of water skin, that's kind of usual survival gear. Found these kind of glasses that is wielded.
I was hoping to find a journal or something like that, but
Getting there. Because he has a journal. Does indeed have a journal.
I
Seen
take
it
the
several times.
if I find the journal, I point it over towards Leopold. I can't read.
I can teach you later.
Maybe.
Yes, I will go up to the last section.
You kind of go through it. It's the same revivification. You quickly jump by because the Celestial Guardian notes. There seems to be a few more information on those as well. Goes to the last entry. Seems to be, yeah, it seems to be about a week ago, which was around the time of this event. Start reading through it. It mentions that the basement is sealed. The knowledge there is remarkable in many ways. But there's a book that caught my eye. It seems to be cursed in a way. Even through the layers of magic seals, I could feel its power. I can swear it was not there yesterday. Kind of ends with a. Seems to be writing this very quickly, very excitedly. So it's just like a streak of ink at the bottom.
What does it say?
Something about sealed, basement sealed, and a cursed book that just appeared from nowhere. He felt its power from within the seals.
Someone plant that.
I can assure you, no one has made an addition to that part of the library for the last 15 years.
What does it mean?
Well, a book can appear if it has been invisible, also.
Sounds unlikely. But whatever is world of magic.
What if it was a power dormant?
Something changed in the balance.
I mean, considering all the shit that's happened lately. I think we have enough to go in. But we need someone who can sniff out this magic and locate the book.
It would be nice.
Kind of look over each other, but most of them just kind of look down without meeting your gaze.
No one. We know the danger here. Well, we have to act. Otherwise, the danger will be even bigger.
You are not incorrect. Just that no one of us are fighters, and the ones that are not learned in the ways of.
Well, we
Well,
can't fight the
we'll
thing.
fight. We will do anything to protect whoever would come. Preferably, we could use a couple of more swords.
More people is more also way to get discovered faster.
I doubt that we would be able to pass under the radar of that thing. If that area is still sealed, if it hasn't managed to penetrate into it, if we're fast enough, we could make it out in time without any fighting.
That is true.
Kind of old headmaster straight on his back looks at you again. If you fully believe that this knowledge can turn the tide of whatever is going on, is going inside, I will grant you the means to break the seal. But unfortunately, I cannot offer anything else.
Look at him and then turn and look at Emma.
He just looks at her and then.
Suddenly, everyone just looking at her.
Excuse? You want me in there?
We can't take her. She can fight, but no.
Well, no need her to fight. We need someone who can sniff out that book. Someone who can feel magic. Because otherwise we're just gonna have to take the whole goddamn bookcase.
Roll persuasion.
Not then the peer pressure didn't work yet, at least. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I will use my inspiration to re-roll that. It was a 5.
Very well.
It's a nat 1. So 5.
I'll 5. Can you take that die bookcase?
I've seen him throw entire bookcases, so I think.
Well, I would need a pretty big bag.
One because that can be arranged, yeah.
If you wouldn't have a medical item to locate a certain object or something that we could borrow for this mission. I've heard.
There is one inside the library,
Oh,
but most of the library's things are locked inside.
I guess we can't get
So-
that thing without.
Well, I
Where
guess
would that
time's
item
wasting.
be? Since it could help us find the thing, I think.
I guess it is not in the same area.
No, it is locked in my office. The second floor.
Is it easy
It's
to
too
access?
risky. I think it will be better to just take the whole
Excuse
bookcase.
me?
Is it easy to access?
The door should be unlocked. But I'm not certain if anything else has found it before you.
How about going from the outside?
The office does not have windows.
Oh, okay.
I think it might be better just to grab the whole book case and
Do you know
or
how
everything
big a
out of
bookcase
it.
is in a library?
Well, I'm not looking to grab the actual bookcase, just all of the books. I just need a bag that's big enough.
I'm certain no one of you can feel magic.
Well, I'm not
Touched
too
by
attuned.
gods, after all.
I'm not attuned with magic, so I could always try, but it's no guarantee. I can't cast spells or
Well,
anything.
my accursed blood does give me some ability, but it is not something I'm very in tune with. And he just summons like some dancing lights that goes around the room.
Well, that is also an option, I assume.
It's a risk. We could go in, hope that I can feel it. Otherwise, just take all of it. I feel like if this library is sealing that much magics, there might be quite a lot of different sources of magic that I can feel.
That would be correct.
How many books are we talking? Like, a bag can't hold how many? That many? All of them?
In that case itself, it's maybe 150 tomes.
Yeah.
Or I will not need a bag, I will need a massive sack.
How do you have overview over the library so we could know how far it's to your office? Because I think that item could help us to pinpoint the book.
Office itself isn't far from the main entrance. Kind of takes a piece of paper and kind of draw up the simple structure. It kind of is like a plus shape, almost. And it draws two doors. This is the entranceway, and it points. Pretty much the entire smaller wing is an entranceway. Then it kind of draws a stairway. This is the stairway up to the second floor. There's only one room in there, and that's my office.
We would not be able to get in there unseen. You said there was another way into the restricted sections.
The only way into the restriction section is through the main part of the library. There's a lot more obscured with all bookshelves and walls and the like. But if you need another entrance, there is one in kind of points with the quill at the top right corner. There's a bit of a shaft. This corner originally used for an oven type, but you not always a library. There's also a back door, kind of points on the last smaller wing. It's straight in. And then there are several windows. Fortunately not. They cannot be opened. They need to be broken.
Shaft, where does it lead?
Yeah, it points from the main entrance, like kind of in the center of the building, up to the furthest top right of the right wing. Leads to this
There's
larger.
there's no way to get into the restricted sections without going through the main area of the library.
Unfortunately not. There's a
I don't like going through the main. Think we should opt for one of the other ones. The shaft would probably be the least expected. Although I don't think we would get a chance to go and get that object.
yes, it's unfortunately on the other side of the building. There should be, well, there are bookcases, like mentioned, that are obscure the vision that could help.
That is assuming that this thing won't know where we are at all times anyways.
I always hope.
I think we go into the shaft.
If you're looking
make
to
our way
sneak,
there.
I can, or we can provide additional assistance, at least for a while.
That would be helpful. What kind of assistance?
It's a spell that helps you blend in, masks your form and sound.
That could be really helpful.
You don't happen to have a way of making that guy see in the dark?
We do.
Yeah, that could actually help us with the searching there.
We can go in the middle of the night.
Okay. Suppose
Well,
that's as good as plan as any.
one thing though.
Yes.
Would the thing you're giving us break the seals or just temporarily remove them so we can enter?
Would break them.
That means that if we fail, the knowledge falls into the hand of the Lord.
Do you have a better solution of this?
No, I just wanted to make sure that we are clear on that.
We are. We are putting a lot of faith into your.
Any one of you don't have a bit of healing?
I do.
Emma or?
Yeah.
Yeah, just show the like. I guess I would have like a big bruise from getting struck by that thing or something.
You have acid burns.
I have acid burns. Yeah, this hurt a little bit.
Oh. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. That's incantation. It's like three or four finger tips on the burnt there, and you feel a soothing. Just this soothing as it's the kind of greenish energy kind of covers, then restores it to its original shape. You are back to full health, so don't believe it took that much.
10 HP.
Yeah, you're back at full.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so welcome.
Well,
Suppose prepare if you can.
yes,
There's
we'll
a
leave at
few hours
sundown.
till nightfall.
Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. Heads outside.
Very well.
Yeah, I'll also head outside.
Ahmad follows pretty quickly afterwards. At the
I need
same
a
time,
shirt.
I can probably acquire a shirt. And
It's
fit
getting
you.
a bit cold.
It is. Yes. Kind of leads you up to some sort of tent. Seems to be a rationing tent that holds food and other necessities. And they found you like, even for you, it's a bit oversized of a shirt, so it kind of hangs a bit, but they still give some protection.
And I don't think the one I had before was much tight.
This one is cleaner, at least. Yeah, I just sit around. It's quiet. You know, low talking here and there, but there's no sound coming from inside the building. Just seems desolate. And darkness.
Gore's just gonna sit and try to center himself. Try to push that feeling of dread back into his, like, out of his head that he felt.
It is nice to just sit and relax. You just focus on the task ahead, what you know. Soon enough, darkness falls. A few lanterns are lit around the camp, but most people seems to either have gone to sleep or just doesn't bother. And then on the heritage.
As the darkness arrived, I just turned to Leopold and said, the main thing will be to get that book.
We'll try to help you find it. Since
If you get a chance to get out of there with the book and you have to leave me behind, you're gonna have to be ready to do that.
I guess. I don't want to lose another companion.
No, I would prefer not to die as well, but
I will try my best.
we're dealing with things that are much bigger than both you and I.
That is true.
Yeah, let's go have some magic cast on us.
Yes.
And enter. Now the guard seems to have gone away, but the three mages still sit around. One of them are Vanya, of course, and it's the headmaster and the other high elf.
Where's the sack?
The high elf kind of hands it to you. It's this pretty long thing, so it's like a proper like 250 liters like trash bag kind of size.
Just roll it up and put it in the side of my backpack.
The headmaster seems to be doing some sort of incantation. And you have a bit of a light. It seems to emit just outside of your view, but you can kind of blink and it's gone. It is now registered you as one of its allowed readers. Should break the lock automatically when you come in contact with it. For the other part we can help you with. Oh. The high elf kinda comes up to you, Gors, and does an incantation, kinda rests a hand on your shoulder, while both Vanya and the headmaster comes to you, Leopold, and seems to do two different incantations at the same time. So, yeah, you have now... It's not the correct thing, but you have the Blessing of the Trickster. You get to reroll a stealth. You get to advantage on the stealth check. once.
Alright, nice.
And you, Leopold, also gain dark vision. Suddenly everything, you see everything, but it's just these kind of grayish tones that are slightly uncomfortable as you cannot see color.
Yeah, in the dark. Yes.
Very well. And
Sure.
Gore just looks at nods and starts moving out towards where the shaft was.
Yeah.
Just meta muttering to himself, a bag of holding was too much to ask for.
Yep.
Is it always this gray?
It is, yes. Vanya kind of follows you outside. Try to survive, please.
I will try.
That knowledge can help us greatly, and we do think we know maybe how to stop this. It's a far-fetched plan, but it could work. I'll tell you more about it when you're out. Kind of points over and you... It just seems to be just a flat piece of the socle. The wall of the building. Should be around there somewhere. Good luck once more. Turns and walks away back to the front of the building.
So let's head in. We know
Minimal
where the...
sound from now on. I'll just head for the place.
See how where there should be something here? You find it after a while trying to search around like the stones. How do you find it? Kind of with a bit of brute force, you kind of get it loose and it kind of just like a slight cracking sound. And it opens without much more effort.
So is it just a drop, or does it have like ladders going down?
No, this is more of you kind of crouch and kind of crawl inside the building.
Oh, okay, so it's not like a vertical one.
No, it's more like a ventilation thing. You kind of see at the end of it, you kind of see this grate. It seems to be
No,
under a table.
I'm the biggest, so I'm gonna take my maul and like put it on the ground while holding my hand and then pushing my backpack in front of me.
Well, kind of make your way through. You instantly start smelling like swamp, which is unpleasantly damp for an environment like this. But you reach the grate that seems to separate. It's not far. Just a bit of a push and kind of gets loose. Yeah, you are under a table inside this quite magnificent library. In this room, it's the same. It's very high to the roof, and it has this kind of domed roof at the top. We just have a few chandeliers that you can see. None of them are lit. There's no light source except what the moon lets through the windows. You also see the same... You have seen this before, Gore. Of you, Leopold, you have seen the same kind of tar-like substance just lying, kind of collected itself against bookshelves, even on top of bookshelves. A lot of the books, or what's left of the books, just start to dissolve the substance. Some of the bookshelves have even fallen over. Just look pretty horrid. So also the sound is just
Yeah,
all the time, just slight.
I just as Leopold comes through behind me, I just look over at him quickly and say, "Don't touch the tar."
I nod.
And yeah, just
So the way
so we don't see anything. Do we see anything that would remind me, even aside from the tar, of the creature I saw?
roll perception. Yeah. The room itself is lined around with bookshelves, and it has a few currently turned towards you. But I have a few, or 4 bookshelves that way that you can currently see.
11.
11. Well, pretty much all of our substance.
Son of a. Well, just gonna try and avoid touching any of the tar-like substance. And are there any doors?
Not in this room, no. You just see this
How are we
kind of
supposed to?
bookshelves. That
Oh, it's
stretch.
like arches and stuff to walk through, or?
Yes.
Well,
They're like
we were.
rows of bookshelves. You can currently see that you can make your way through. Or, but
Well, just gonna start sneaking in between the bookshelves and try to get to the place where
Sure.
we're going.
Roll-
Not to the office, we're going to the restricted section.
roll me a stealth with advantage.
Well, where is Harry's invisibility cloak when you need it when you go into restricted library sections?
Yeah. Imagine. Talk about book abuse.
Believe it.
What did you get?
I rolled 2 of the same, both natural 20s.
Very well.
I hope that evens out my rolls. I got a total 10.
Total 10. Well,
On
Gore is surprisingly, for you, Leopold, surprisingly silent for that large of frames. Like, that spell is working wonders at this point. For you, it's still... You still don't know where to put your foot. You aren't used to the vision you have, and you haven't seen this air before. You kind of step around, but every time you step, you seem to get somewhere almost caught in that kind of tar-like substance or similar. We start making a way. Kind of making a way down more to the front of the library to get out of this starting chamber. So roll me a perception, both of you, if you wouldn't mind.
Total 20.
Very well.
9.
Leopold, you start noticing that there's this... In some of these collection of tar pools, there are like people that are turned entirely black. It's one of the colors you can see. They seem to have kind of dissolved most except the bone structure. The thing you also notice is that some of the bodies does seem to move. Not from sliding around in tar or anything, that just seems to be... Still have this motion of breathing, like a chest rising and then falling down again underneath the clothes.
I will try to motion to Gore to like, so he can also notice that.
Well, he kind of... Leopold kind of nods you and points towards you. You take a second to kind of just look at it, and then kind of has the same. It moves naturally, which I suppose doesn't have to tell you it's not common movement of a corpse.
I'm just gonna try to avoid the corpses that look like they're alive.
Well, you start going kind of around, trying to avoid everything. Roll me on acrobatics, both of you. You're now trying to avoid 2 things. Getting more and more challenging.
Well, crapstick. 5.
That's great.
24.
24. Leopold, you don't have an issue now that you kind of get used to this. You kind of dance around, stepping around. Gore. You, on the other hand, having more trouble, kind of. You know about these corpses that you're trying to avoid, and you know about this tar substance. And start stepping, you kind of step on something that wasn't as sturdy as you thought it was, and you kind of fall and catch yourself at one of the bookcases before you notice that they're also covered in this tar-like substance, almost entirely dissolved to the ground. You start to feel how your hands just start to burn.
I have gauntlets.
Yeah. It seems to sip through. Gauntlets are not
They are magical.
Yeah, the gauntlets are fine, but they have
Gaps.
gaps is the word I'm looking for. Yeah,
Mm.
kind of slits through, and you start just burning, just sizzling.
I'm gonna fight my best not to scream. Bite my tongue.
And you will take. Where's the? There it is. "27 points of acid damage."
Fuck's sakes. Well, that's half my health gone almost.
Yeah, you can just look at it that you swear you can start to see. If you actually would remove your guns, you could probably see bone at this point.
No, hell no, I don't want to look at it, so I'm just gonna keep the gauntlets on and fight through the pain.
Hell no, I ain't looking at that. Well, roll me a concept. See if you can keep yourself from making noises in pain.
Total 20.
Total 20. You kind of just bite through, and you kind of head a kind of. Well, if you wouldn't be too focused on the pain, you can kind of hear like it cracks a bit in your teeth as you're just biting down as hard as you possibly can. Soon after, pain kind of subsides to more. It's still there, but it's not strong enough to make you yell or scream.
Acid has been satiated, I guess.
Yes.
Just gonna forget about that and keep moving.
So you make your way. At one point, you see a lot of this mass just move by. But with your combined acrobatics and your amazing stealth roll, you kind of just stop, freeze yourself, put yourself against a darker background and disappear. Or you make your way out of the larger room. Kind of see the stairway leading up to the office, and you see the stairway leading down the location you currently are. But I believe you said you were going down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh well, so you keep making your way there. Stepping or watching carefully where you step. Soon enough, you reach the door.
I'll try to open it.
It's locked. It's a simple wooden door, but it's locked.
Just gonna turn over to Leopold. He didn't give you a key, did he?
He did not, right?
It did not.
No.
Fuck.
So
Let's
I will
go
try
up.
to.
Sorry, Leopold.
I will try to check the door if it's actually locked or if it, because they said it was magical.
The door itself does not seem to be magical. There seems to be a door to keep normal people outside. Not empty.
Do I break it or do we go to the office?
Office.
What did you say?
Office.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go to the office and look for a key.
Well, make your way up the stairs that are, or what's left of the stairs. Most of it again has seemed corroded down to almost nothing. Gotta make your way up. It's like walking on an old staircase. You just go on occasional stepways. Nothing seems to start moving. Nothing seems to react. And well, as said, there's only one door leading into an office, and it's open.
Look for the magic stick, but first,
Look.
key.
I will look into the place. See, no, nothing is there.
It's the same kind of tar-like substance, but you don't see anything else. No corpses. No nothing.
Is there a desk?
There is a central desk, yes.
That's where I'm going to look.
Or well.
Did
Doesn't
they
take.
describe?
Yeah.
Sorry. Did they describe how the item would have looked? I didn't ask, but
They did not know.
okay.
Doesn't take long for you, Gore, to find like a keychain. It has 3 keys currently hanging on it, but that's about it.
I'm gonna grab it, like put the key parts inside my hand so they don't jingle, and grab them.
Yeah. You do so. Kind of. You have the keys.
And I signal over to Leopold and start
Um,
leaving.
I will
I
look
don't happen to
around.
spot anything that would be similar to the thing he described was up here while I was looking through the desk.
They didn't describe anything.
No, he said there was some magical item that could detect stuff. Did I sense anything magical, like even with the very limited magical capabilities I have?
You're free to roll on Arcana. Leopold, what are you doing while this is going on?
Yeah, I was going to look for
Roll an
an item
investigation.
that could. Yes.
16.
16. Looking around itself, it's hard to get a read on anything. Like you said, you have very limited arcane knowledge.
Yeah.
But you do.
It's more feeling than knowledge.
Yeah, you do feel the place is foul. There's magic, definitely, but it's probably not the magic that you're looking for.
Okay, yeah. Well, just gonna take the key then and
Leopold.
start
Shoot
heading
on.
back.
17.
Oh, sorry. 17, yes.
17, very well. You start looking around. It's not hard for you. You have been doing this before. You are used to noticing details that are supposed to be there. You're trained to do so. And soon enough you find this kind of just a smaller box. Doesn't seem to be anything spectacular with it, just. But open up you find this small ring. That is doesn't make sense with the rest of the jewelry. This one is simple. It doesn't have any diamonds or jewelry. It's just a simple, like, twin-colored ring. One you would say is some sort of metal, but the other one would be some sort of wood. So, as far as you can say. Tell at this point. Just seems off.
I'll put it on. Hope it does something. Else then I will continue.
You do so.
I will try to focus on it, but I don't know if it's attunement or not, and I can't attune it this short time in that case.
What you said you focused on it, right?
I will try to focus on it, like if it's magical, like if I should feel something, because I had never had a magical item, so my character doesn't know how.
You start focusing on it, and suddenly, like, you have this just bad feeling overall. Start looking around. You have this feeling of just foul magic. At least what you would say it's magic.
Yeah, so I'm starting to feel magic when I have it on.
You have cast detect magic, yes.
Okay.
Meta knowledge wise, the ring is a ring of detect magic. You can cast detect magic at will 3 times per day.
Okay, so I've used once.
You have used it once.
Yes.
Yeah, you have the feel. It's a bit. You also feel the same coming from Gore, just a lot lighter. Same from you.
Same foul magic.
Yeah. Gore has 2 actually from auras from him. Detect magic. You have only 1.
Yep.
And of course, the divination ring that you are currently wearing.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
I mean, we're headed down again. Back
Roll
to
me
the
another
door.
stealth. This one time not with advantage.
So the blessing is gone.
It's a singular use.
Son of a
Oh.
bitch. Hey, dude, would you want to die today? Natural one.
18. So no, I don't want to.
Apple, you still are light on your feet, keep you alert and avoiding things. Gore, you walk and you kind of, you hear this cracking like under your feet, and you just have the moment to think, fuck, before you kind of break through, like an entire leg kind of sinks down. Dude, cracking noise as the plank itself kind of gives away. Just
Would I be allowed to try to catch myself?
with a natural one, not really. You're not falling through. It's just the legs that kind of fall through. So you're kind of one
Okay.
leg on top of the stairs, and the other one is kind of underneath through the floor. Kind of echoes through the building.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start basically. Yeah, that's fuck this, full speed. I'm not caring anymore. Out of the fear of what I know is coming, he's just gonna snap into a rage. Just
Well,
angry at himself.
you go into a rage, and what exactly are you doing?
Just rushing down the stairs, trying to get to the bottom floor.
Well,
Like pull my leg free and start rushing down the stairs.
yeah. As this Leopold, this echoes, you kind of look at Gore, and then it just yells, pulls himself, almost crawling out, or pulling his leg loose, and just starts rushing down. And it doesn't take him long to get to the door, because you have
Oh,
quite a lot of movement. What do you do?
I will try to follow him sneakily. Like,
Very well.
to grab more attention than. Like, let
So
him
Gore.
have attention.
Yeah, Gore, you reach a door. Not an issue. You kind of run across.
I will try to use the keys with my acid burned hands.
It's not an issue. The door unlocks. Leopold, you see us. Out of the corner of your eye, you catch as one of these tar. Just collection of tar starts to kind of blow up, gets larger and larger. It's out of.
Would you?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you allow me to maintain my rage by like punching with my very sore hands against like the walls to like get the pain kicking?
Sure. Be my guest. But yeah, you see it as you are currently on your way down the stairway. You kind of see it behind two bookshelves that are out of view for Gorge. Or what was your passive perception? You didn't have too
Mine?
low. Yeah.
15.
15. Soon enough, after the door kind of clicks open, you can open it. You kind of see as the tar-like substance to your left is currently starting to move.
Fuck this. I'm just out of. I gotta shout, "Don't look at it!" and just shout, like, run down the stairs to try and get to the section 12.
Well, I should be past him if I have also run.
If you ran, yeah, but you said stealthily.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can't.
So that's half your movement.
And I can't dash.
Not stealthily, no. Kind of breaks the stealth.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I will.
You're a lot slower.
Yeah, I will do that then.
Yeah, you see Gorka disappear in as this thing just. A few eyes start to appear and mouths all over it. Are you looking at this thing, by the way?
No.
Or well, you avert your gaze, so you don't know what's happened.
No, not anymore after I went. Like, let's say I will look a bit, but not. I need to look straight at it, I guess. I can't do.
Yeah, you
half.
either look at it or you don't look at it. That's.
Yeah, I will have to
Yeah,
look
up
at
to
it
you.
then. Like,
Oh, well, roll my wisdom saving throw. Kind of
Yep.
starts appearing, you start to just look at it, kind of even going above you when you're standing the stairway, seems to start moving towards the door. What do you get?
that's natural one.
Natural 1, you are frightened. Cannot get closer to it.
Yeah, then I will book it to the basement.
It moved to the basement. You cannot get to the basement.
Oh,
Since you cannot
Okay.
you cannot move closer to it.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't seem to have noticed you, but you cannot move closer to it either.
Then I will stand still.
Well, you kind of freeze in fear, standing in the hot stairway. Gore, kind of run down the stair, kind of.
I mean, if I would, no, I don't know if Leopold followed me or not, so I can't really slam the door.
No, you do not. If you don't do
So,
it,
oh, do I hear steps behind me?
nope.
Then I slam the door.
Oh well, you close the door
I don't
behind
know
you.
what the fuck he's doing, but I'm not want this thing following me. So.
Oh well, you kind of run and you get to this chamber. You feel like blood starting to run down the gauntlets from just maintaining the rage. And it's disturbing scene. It's the same tar-like substance covered pretty much from floor to roof. This time there's a lot of bodies enveloped in it. Bodies that seem to have halfly fused with the wall and the tar, kinda just looking all around with these entirely white eyes kinda jumping from side to side. And there are probably 12 or so people just stuck into this wall. And yeah.
Do I see what? Do I see? Can I sense like a magic, like something sealed? Or do I see anything that looks like it would be what we're looking for?
This doesn't seem to be a library at all. There's no bookcases in this room.
Are there any doors?
Straight ahead behind a part of a body and a part of the tar-like substance, you see something that reminds you of a doorway, but it's covered.
Well, sorry. I'm gonna rush up to the thing that's blocking the door and strike at it with my hammer to push it 5 feet to the side into an unoccupied area.
Well, you strike it. Sure, roll me an attack roll.
10 plus 6, 16.
That definitely hits. Roll me some damage.
Uh, 14 points of bludgeoning.
14 points of bludgeoning. So you strike at it. It seems to have an effect that sinks in the.
I wanna use the crusher feet to push it 5 feet.
Does not move.
Son of a.
Suddenly they kind of crack their heads and start looking at you. They just start to. You hear this cacophony of just voices emitting from everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Well, I'm gonna back up. Or do you want me to roll initiative?
Yep. That's actually what I want you to do.
Okay.
Going into combat. Leopold,
Okay.
you are outside its 60 feet radius at this point, so you are allowed to roll in the wisdom saving throw, if you so would like. Where's my paper?
That's a 14.
You are still frightened. Gore.
15. Initiative.
Oh, well. Yeah. You go first. So now,
Okay.
roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not looking at the big thing, I'm looking at the creatures around the edges. Can I be frightened when I'm raging? I guess. I
You said
think
anything
so,
about
yeah.
frightened?
Oh, it's something else. Wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
Is this either a charm or trying to put me to sleep?
Nope.
Okay. That's one. Fun.
Very well. You fail as this whispering just gets maddening in you. It doesn't break your rage, but roll me a d8.
4, no, cocked. 6.
Very well. You start just raging, looking where to go, and without second thinking, just run into this creature in front of you, and that's your turn. As you lost to the maddening gibbering.
Alright.
So, at the start of the turn, they kind of look at you, and you start to notice under your rage that they have a symbol of a book and a quill, most of them on them. So one of them just opens its mouth wide, and this just nettle, like poison, is to spew out. So roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Is this a ranged attack?
This is an effect you can see, so you have advantage because of your ability.
But is it a ranged attack?
That it is.
Wouldn't
Or-
that then be with disadvantage because I'm in melee range with it?
No, it's
Save.
sorry, it's not a range attack. This
Alright.
thing does not seem to harm you per se.
Okay, so it's a dex save.
The dexterity saving throw.
18.
You're fine as it's kind of lands on the ground and just explodes in just light. Just kind of close your eye, but you still see these kind of speckles of light here and there. Leopold, roll another wisdom saving throw. You get to do one at the end of each turn.
Yeah, that's 6.
You're still frightened. This thing is trying to make sense of it, just doesn't work in your brain. You kind of look at it, just impossible shapes with mouths and eyes just staring wildly around. That seems to be talking over each other. You just pray it doesn't see you at the moment. Gore, it's your turn.
Am I stuck in this thing?
You're not.
Is there any space in between the thing and the door?
There is not. They are like fused against the wall.
Okay, they're fused against the wall. Well, I guess I am just gonna have to... Hold on a second. I'm level 5.
You are.
Do I have... Oh, I actually had 2 attacks.
You have extra attack, yeah.
Yeah, so I forgot
That's
to do my
not
second
me to keep
attack.
track of. That's your all you.
I forgot we leveled up, okay. Oh well. I'm gonna just try to bop the guy that is blocking the door again.
Sure. Roll to hit.
Not 1, but I will choose to hit.
Very well. Roll damage. Combat prowess, the boon.
That is my 4th nat 1 today, I think.
You have rolled shit.
Yeah, but I had like those 2 nat 20s in the same
Yeah.
as well. Oh shit, that's 1 plus 4 plus 2, so 8 points of bludgeoning.
8 points of bludgeoning. Very well.
And I
Second
will-
attack.
Did it dissipate or die yet, or is
No,
it still standing?
It seems like you're punching at tar. Like it makes you hear crashing noises over a bone structure still underneath, but it kind of just sinks in and starts to swell up again. It has
I
an
guess there are-
impact, but it just seems to be draining energy from somewhere else.
Is there like a fire thing, like a... What is it called? Like one of those things that you have fires in that like these big bowls on the ground.
Yeah, there are basins.
Yeah, are they that are currently burning?
No, it's still dark.
Well, I'm just gonna have to use... It seems to have some kind of effect, so Gore's just gonna keep on swinging.
Sure, roll attack.
17 plus 6.
That definitely hits. Roll me some more damage.
12 points of bludgeoning.
12
And
points of
once
bludgeoning.
again, I will try to. I don't know if the tethers have been weakened or something. I'm just gonna try to push it 5 feet again.
Yeah,
But
because it seems to start pushing, but that was not allowed.
well, this is gonna get me an opportunity attack, but I will move. I will step back to 10 feet from the thing.
Well, the ground is also difficult terrain, so you move for 20.
All right.
Actually, no. Dexterity is strength saving throw. That's what you're gonna do. Sorry.
Strength save. That was an advantage since I'm
Yes,
raging.
you are raging, so it's advantage.
Strength save. Total 20.
Yeah, you break and start moving through this very, again, suckening terrain. But you make your way 10 feet away. And it's definitely gonna do an opportunity attack against you. So, which it doesn't hit. It kind of reaches out, trying to scratch at your back, then get it pulled back again. Just stands there looking at you.
That's my turn.
That's its turn as well. Leopold.
Nine.
Still frightened, I'm afraid. Gore. Roll my wisdom saving throw.
Well. $16.
You're fine. His mouth keeps whispering, trying to talk, making a bit too much sense. Did you shake it off? And if you're looking to walk, same strength saving throw. Ground still have you tethered to the ground.
It's my turn.
It is your turn. That's where
I'm gonna need to go back up to the same guy again and hit him because I need to get to that fucking door.
Oh well.
Let's cock to roll that one. 23.
Without issue. You walk up
Well.
again, kind of brute forcing your way.
I'm just gonna have to hit him.
Roll attack.
18.
That hits.
$15 points of bludgeoning.
15 points of bludgeoning. Very well.
And I guess another attack if it's still not
It's still alive.
off the wall.
Oh, it actually goes off the wall. If you're using the crusher feat, it kind
Oh, it
of
goes off the wall.
rips it away from the doorway.
Well, then my second attack is gonna be on the door to try and knock it open.
Sure, roll attack with advantage. It's a stationary object.
18 plus 6.
Without issue.
Actually, 18 plus 7, I just realized.
Yeah, the door doesn't stand a chance. It breaks and fall backwards.
I
Hey.
rush in.
Yeah, get in and just... whispering seems to die away. You're now standing in just simple, like, long square chamber with bookcases. Just lining both sides. You start to see the same number.
Well, I look for number 12.
Yeah, you start looking for X, Y, Y. Or II. Easy enough done. You know what you're looking for. Takes you a few seconds, but not more.
Yeah, there's no
Leopold.
point in blocking the door. It's the ooze is just gonna get in, so I just rush over to where I can find bookcase 12XII.
No, you do so. Leopold.
Okay, so total 20. Should be fine now.
You're still afraid of it, but you're not frightened condition anymore. You gotta just release all the tension. You kind of feel that you're getting a headache from how much you tensed up in the moment. Richie seems to have stopped at the door far as you can tell.
Yes.
Doesn't seem to move away from there. So, do you want to do something now? Or shall I give you a
Wasn't
few?
that it was end of my turn to save?
No, we're out of initiative
Oh.
order now.
Okay, well then I will try to sneak past it. Like, or is it like blocking?
It is in front of the doorway,
Oh,
hugging the wall as far as you're aware.
well, now we'll just...
It is a monstrous creature in size.
Yeah, then I can't do much really. I will go away, like to the other side.
Are you going to the
And
up again the stairway or continuing back to where you came from? Past the front entrance.
the stairway, and I will try to look for some object I could throw.
There are the entire office. Has a bunch of them. Up where you
Yeah, I
are.
will try to... Is there something to the opposite side of the
Of
of
the
the cellar door? Like opposite
There's just
side of
more-
the room.
There's just more books, bookcases,
Okay.
and like a table that used for reading, but not much else.
How many rounds of combat have we had?
You had 3.
Yeah, but has a minute gone by?
Your rage drops.
Yeah.
When you find the bookcase, you kind of feel yourself calming down. Yeah, you are at the bookshelf.
Okay, well, the first, I guess I'm just gonna try and sense to start off with. Try to sense the magic. That's my first resort.
Roll me an Arcana.
I don't have time to take my time, so... No, that's a 4.
No clue.
Well,
I will
start emptying the bookshelf into the books into the...
I will
Leopold.
throw a piton. Oh,
Yeah, Leopold, what?
I will throw a piton in between the shelves. A piton
Sure.
like the wall.
You throw one. You kind of cling, cling.
And I will try to hide.
Roll my stealth.
As a bonus action, I guess, since that would be like...
Yeah, you. I'm not gonna. It's not considered that, so just roll stealth.
I don't need to use a key point for that. Okay.
No, just roll my stealth.
Oh, that's a total 10.
Total 10. Roll. The creature kind of starts moving. A bit like slow flowing water towards it. It kind of starts twisting. Soon enough, you have one of the eyes just looking at you.
I will just run down the basement.
Infestation. You're running down the basement.
Yes.
Very well.
Help out. I
You kind
will
of start rushing.
double dash. So I
Yeah.
will use 1 key point.
The creature is fast, but you are definitely faster. You kind of run past in through the cellar door. As the cellar door starts running, and you kind of also enter this room, just people up against the wall. It seems to be whispering between them.
Did I enter the room?
Yes. Gore, you hear someone starts running down the stairway. Fast.
I'm just gonna keep on grabbing books.
Very well. You cannot get all books in this sack, not in the bookcase. But you get
That's
a
not
few rows, a total of maybe 60, 70 books total. Or
In
the
10
sack is
seconds.
full. More or less, it's just
It's
pretty
pretty much
full.
with the sack just going like dragging
Yeah.
an arm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Leopold, you're in this antechamber.
Yeah,
So-
well... Can I see the door he went through?
Yeah, the door is open.
Yeah, I will rush through that one.
Roll me a strength saving throw.
Strength save.
Strength saving throw.
That's 17.
You kind of force your way through this substance on the floor and kind of enter into the library. Gore, Leopold is now down.
You sense it?
I'll use the ring
Oh.
to try to sense a cursed thing.
Yeah,
mean,
you
you
cast
sense all the
detect
magic.
magic and you feel... Yeah, from the sack there are 3 very strong magical auras coming from currently.
Any
2 of
more in
them
the
are enchantment, that you can tell. The last one you are not certain. And it's strong.
no more on the bookshelves. On that bookshelf.
No. It's all in the sack. Everything else is you sense also there is a lot of other scattered here and there, but they are few and far between.
I think we got it. I feel it in the sack. Let's run.
Where's the creature?
It's lurking outside.
Hide. Is it too late to try to hide?
Roll my stealth.
Did we hear it coming?
Yeah. You hear something
Okay,
kind
then.
of sliding down.
Yeah, then I will try to hide also.
That's a 9.
Leopold.
That's 12.
Well, you kind of hear this. Master! You start to smell just like burning flesh. Just the tar-like lord, demon lord, operates now inside the chamber with you.
Is he in between 2 bookshelves?
He's in front of the doorway.
Oh, he's okay.
You are not allowed. As one seems to almost tentacle like a structure kind of falls down on one of the books, just shattering it, leaving you pretty much exposed right in front of it.
Oh,
That's where we're gonna take a break.
How do I leave?
That's where we're gonna take a break, because we're already gone 20 minutes over. So yeah, you are stuck in a small room with the Demon Lord. I'm gonna see how that turns out in a few minutes. Stay tuned. That's definitely the wrong screen, but you didn't see anything, don't worry about it. Welcome back. So, return as you stand in front of this Demon Lord of
Do I have time to
untangible
rage
horror.
in? Do I have time to rage before we go into?
I haven't said anything about initiative.
Oh, it's talking. Fuck.
Monologen.
Roll me wisdom saving throw, Gore, because you have not saved against this today. Or
I have.
you haven't. No, you haven't saved against it.
But did it drop on me?
It dropped on you, yes.
Shouldn't that be enough? Oh no, I guess you have to save.
Paul, you are also scared,
Nope,
but you
I'm frightened.
very well.
Happily believe.
You are distant.
Well, desperate people tend to be.
What is it that one?
A book.
And what you given best?
A ring?
What else?
Did he say what else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, we opened the path to here for you.
So you have. The terms are acceptable.
Okay, I open up the sack and I tell Leopold to pick out the book that we want.
Which ones do you take?
I take the magical books.
Very well.
The ones I know.
You pick up 3 of them.
Yes. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I think pick up the strong, like with the strongest, since we our agreement was for one book. Yes.
I guess I would pick up the one that felt different from the others.
Yes. That one.
Very
Yeah, I
well.
just say and put it in my bag.
Oh, they pick it up, and it's. You don't really have much time to look at it. It's a black cover, and you kind of put it away pretty quickly. Kind of turn again.
How many saves would I have been able to do in this time?
Your frightened drops. As he just
Okay.
seems to start engulfing over the remaining bookshelves, the same as the bag that you had gathered. Just
And I
leaves the
start
pathway open.
moving. Yeah, I start moving toward the exit, and I look at Leopold and just say, "Give him the ring."
Yes, and I dropped the ring in the pulp where
Yeah,
I think he's.
that drop and it just starts sinking. disappear.
And then we double time it out of here because we're both scared shitless.
Yeah. Gotta run through. The previous room is just skeletons on the walls at this point. Same kind of corpse you've seen outside, but you don't pay too much attention. Book it out. The door is just destroyed. Making it away. It's not too much, just front door, I suppose.
Yeah, it's the closest one.
Yeah, you just barge through it and just start running. A bunch of guards kind of look at you as covered. Starts whispering and it kind of helps you hurdle over. It just kind of stops as the fear slowly subsides.
Let's get to those guys before. Or do you want to look at the book first?
You see, Vanya starts running
Oh,
over
she's coming over.
as well.
I think they know more about this one than
I
we can.
start. I just sort of try to take the gauntlets off, even though it rips like pieces of the
Yeah, it
flesh
does.
from my hands, and just as you see like the bones and absolutely like
Yeah, your nails are gone. Pretty much all skin on your entire hand is just gone. It's just flesh.
I think
We'll
I
take
might
out-
go. I think I might go to the medical tent first.
That should be advisable, yes.
I hope this is the book.
So do I. It looks definitely foul.
We found the ring, but so I felt. What did I feel for?
You can tell me all this
Oh.
later.
Yes, and I put it back in. I give it to her.
Yeah, she kind of grabs it, kind of holds it distant away from her, and kind of starts walking towards the tent. I suppose you go to the medical tent, kind of gets.
I
patched
would
up.
go and see if I can find Emma.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Well, I guess then the medical tent is the second best thing.
Very well. Does your choice? You kind of want to go. Ooh.
Yeah.
Gonna put a lot of bandages. It puts some kind of soothing. What's it called? What's the word? The soothing liquids. Or whichever kind of some soothing yell.
No, they just pour pure peroxide straight into it.
Yeah. Just dips your hand in like whiskey or something because that definitely helps. Okay, just that burns. As it then tightly like wraps around like bandages to kind of keep everything, kind of stop the bleeding and keep everything like in place. So your hands are pretty much, you can barely move them, but you kind of have to do small movements for the time being.
Well, I think my gauntlets should still fit because they're magical.
Yeah, you can still put them on. That's no issue.
Yeah, so I'll just put the gauntlets over here and I can't grip 100% yet.
That still hurts. Start making your way back over to the same tent. In the tent, they kind of woken up. The two other one, the old man and the high elf, seems to have been woken up, and Vanya kind of put the pages down slowly. It does this trick that you've seen a bunch of times, Leopold. The spectral hands appear. It starts to open it. Start to go through the pages with everybody pretty much just hanging over the book.
Not me, I can't read it.
You haven't arrived yet, but you can arrive when they're all doing this.
Just gonna step to the side and let the learned people read.
Leopold,
So, look,
roll
yes.
an investigation while you're looking at this.
Okay, so that's 19.
19. You look at it, and there's something that strikes you. If you look at this. As they get further to the pages, the ink is new. Like you can see it slightly reflect off the lantern that's in the room.
I
means
would
it
have
hasn't
been
Fully
calligrapher's
dried.
tools.
It could have been that as well. Wait,
Well-
still, you notice it. It's new. It's newly written. It's probably nothing. Probably written the last month or so. Like the newest pages, while the oldest ones are probably around 5 years, maybe. It's difficult to tell after that time, but it could be older.
Yeah.
This is remarkable.
I see someone has added to these pages. I can't tell the content, but I see it has been added.
You're...
Month ago or something.
The old man kind of leans in closer. You're correct. And I am certain I've never seen this book before.
Yeah, the ring I borrowed. Sadly, I had to give it to the thing to be let out. But at least the ring, I felt. I can't describe it like
I'm
it felt
sorry to
foul.
say, I think that whole library it's gone. This thing seems to absorb everything around it.
Bossingane, you are remarkable people for surviving such an encounter. This book is...
We saw what we think summoned it. A group of seekers stood around in a circular pattern outside of the chamber to the restricted area.
I can't say I considered some of them my friends, but if this is what they deal with, they need to be persecuted.
I can say all
Does.
of them are into that. Like, some are just in for the knowledge, some are corrupted. I had a friend that was imprisoned by some. I also have a friend that was part of the Seekers without knowing that.
Yes, so it may be, but this book, I'm not certain. Can you read this? Leopold, I think you can actually. You had Primordial, didn't you?
Yes, I have.
You can actually read this. It is written in Primordial.
Yeah, I can read it. I don't know. Do I know what language it is, or do I just I can read it because
You can read it.
well.
You have no idea what the language is.
I can read it, but I'm not sure. Like,
This
I
is
wasn't blessed.
This is old. I think this is not made by humans, or no humans really understand. So write it. Our magic allows us to understand what it says. But this book, it's filled with stories of the abyss. The lords, the planes, the... everything.
Does it say how we punch this goddamn thing back into its abyssal place?
Probably. It needs study to figure it out. But the one that Leopold noticed... Got a... Vanya turns to like a few pages. It's not at the end of the book, it's more in the center of it. And it again appear these pages that are newly written. I believe this is probably the one responsible for it all. Fully named is Morden. The heart of the abyss.
Morden.
Morden. There's no... I've never heard about that name before. And if it's this new, I'm not surprised. someone else calling the shots just now. Balance have been shifted.
Hmm.
That explains why they suddenly started attacking.
Certainly does.
We need to stop them. I hope that book can tell us something.
It does help, but it's only one step in the plan so far. Like I said, it's Morden. It's the one we're going for, if the information is correct. It also states some necessary information about his location, or plane. Well, you want to talk about it? The abyss is difficult. It's considered to be endless. So,
Are you saying we're gonna have to go into the abyss to fight this Morden?
unfortunately, yes.
How?
That's the next plan. Kind of grabs one thing while her hand grabs another thing and kind of like pushes away the book to the old man. Seems to keep reading it.
Sorry, but we're gonna have to get answers quick. The Celestial Garden can only buy us that much time.
I would ask more about that, but like you said, time is of the essence. So, we have a few. Since we now know the location and the person to do this, we know what to target. The problem is to enter the abyss. The abyss can be entered by a few rituals, but that mostly ends up in your soul being twisted and under control of a lord. So we need a way to travel there.
We
That
met
would
the
be
gatekeeper.
There is a gate.
a gate to the abyss.
The
Yeah,
Celestial Guardian went through it.
Oh.
There is a keeper there. I do not know if he would allow us to go through there. But he certainly keeps the demons out.
That's an option. Leopold, I suppose, do you know... Can you mark down this location on a map?
I could. I'm not sure if I should, since a map can be misplaced. But I can show it to you.
Very well. If this exists, the Abyssal Gateway, that solves one of our problems. Then we have still two remaining. If you remember, I said the Abyss was infinite. Or considered infinite. Because it has several layers. And every layer is ruled by a different lord, more or less. So we need, even if we get into the abyss, we need to get a way to get to that plane, or that level of the abyss that Morden lord over. And there is... For that we need two things. We need something to traverse with, which we already know it's a vessel of legends that we aren't certain if even exists. Because no human has ever seen it. Then we need something to focus it in on. The focus in part... Well, nothing is easy technically. But you know those metal pieces you brought me once?
Yes.
They could possibly be used as a focus to also traverse to a level of the abyss. But we'd need to have new ones that haven't been used, haven't been activated. That we could then forge into the correct location. And then the second part is the vessel that we need to fit this portal to, which is... I'm not certain if you're familiar with the Mind Flayers. On the Dark Race. That seems to...
You hear this? almost like gurgling noise coming out of Gore as he curses in
Deep
deep speech.
Are you okay?
Fleshbeards.
Yes, they do have tentacles as beards. They eat brains, as far as we are aware.
I
they
know
are-
them quite well.
Would you know the location of?
Roughly. Was a slave under their influence. They are not to be taken lightly.
Oh. All things considered. The good and the bad, I suppose. If you know how to find them. Because they might have a vessel, much like a ship, but it does not flow on water, that is said to be able to travel to planes. If you can acquire this vessel, fit this portal on it, and then get the vessel into the abyss, we should be able to find Morden without issue with this help of this Demonicon.
Mind flayers are not gonna bargain. We're gonna have to take it by force.
What? Tentacle people?
They are weird. I don't know much about them myself. I just heard about them.
Oh.
I think your friend knows actually more than I do about them.
He seems a bit more pissed again. Yes.
I'm gonna enjoy cracking some heads down there.
He's probably just lightheaded from all the burns he has acquired.
You're
Yeah.
gonna need a way to see in the dark, Polly. Because we're going down.
Oh,
We could.
that's
We need allies. If allies can probably acquire enchanted gear and the like. And you also need, like said, the Mind Flayer should not be taken lightly. They are quite well a force to reckon with.
Well, they can take your mind from you and turn you against your greatest friend.
That does sound.
we recently, I think, released a kingdom or a region from control of the some abyssal snake lady. They might be able to help if they have recovered. They at least had quite a lot of magic items and things in their treasury. At least they had a lot of.
It is worth a
Think there.
shot. Every help we can get is appreciated.
That just leaves those portal pieces, though.
Yes, where could we possibly find those?
Maybe the gods would have an idea.
God can help, that would be much appreciated, but I'm not certain. I suppose they must as well. But you said the Seekers summoned this.
So the Seekers could have some answers.
But we do not know the location of them.
If I could focus a bit, like, I know Eonar, she was captured by some seekers. I don't remember how she mentioned the name of her hometown, but shouldn't be too far away from where she was kept. I'm a bit scrambled now to remember it, but
Oh, it's worth a shot, so you focus on that, hopefully we'll remember it and we can bring you into speed. But I think for now It's probably time for rest.
Yes, I'm getting quite tired.
It's getting late. We have a plan. It's probably better than we could hope for at this moment. Yes.
Gore's just gonna like clinch his like hand, even though it's hurt like hell, and just gonna walk out,
Yes,
staring
yeah.
like that
Yes,
1,000 miles stare.
He kind of waves and says good night without. Seems to be thought in thought.
And I'm gonna storm over to the medical tent to quickly check on Robert, see if anything has changed in his condition.
Seems more calm now. The skin is still scarred, but it's not horror-like and doesn't bubble anymore, and he seems to just be sleeping. Next to it, a table next to him lies the emblem.
That means he put it there himself because we left it in his hand.
Mm.
I'm gonna grab it and like try to quickly like put it in his hand to see if he has any reaction.
Not really, no.
Okay. I'm just gonna take it. Take the emblem then.
Do so. You get assigned a tent. You pretty much can just rest. It's not much. Pretty much just a blanket on the ground.
No, it works.
At least a place to sleep. Unless you want to do something else, you.
I'm just gonna turn to Leopold and give him the emblem. It seems to have done his thing.
Oh, good. I'll grab it.
Very well. Put the emblem back.
And then go and trance.
I'll go and sleep.
You take a night's rest, unless Gore you want to do something when you wake up. Just gonna skip forward onto Leopold.
He's pretty much just gonna go outside. And is there like a training thing for the guards?
Not really. You kind of have to make up your own. This is a
Yeah,
very
I
makeshift.
mean he has some aggression to take out, so he's gonna go somewhere where he can find some like big rocks to just smash.
Start smashing rocks.
He hates like
quite easy
he has been frightened 2 times in one day. His head is swimming and he is mad.
Yeah, you've definitely start smashing rocks. It's remarkably therapeutic. Yeah, Leopold, you wake up. Gore is not there anymore, which is probably not a big surprise because he sleeps a lot less than you need to.
Yeah, we'll walk out and look around.
It looks like yesterday. It's light outside. God seems to go patrol around. Doesn't seem to be any other things going on.
I will listen and look for Gore.
I don't think I would be smashing rocks for 4 hours straight, but
No, you can probably found him just sitting eating some sort of
I
rations.
ate some breakfast.
I'll join him. Trans 12.
Okay.
Emma
You
kind
should
of
know that the depths are extremely dangerous.
Yeah. I think we really need to get better gear before we go down. I heard from Vanya it's really dangerous down there.
The mind flayers are dangerous, but predictable. There are other creatures down there I fear more. None more than the drow.
Yeah, I heard they are quite dangerous.
Morning, Emma.
Yeah. Kind of walks over with like a bowl of food that gives to you, Leopold.
Thank you.
Morning, Anne. I'm glad to see that you're all right. Somewhat. Mm,
Well, okay. We got the book.
that's great. It's progress, at least. Anything else? So, what's the plan?
Well, first off, we're gonna have to go into the depths, find something from the flesh beards.
That sounds awfully vague and disturbing.
Mind flayers, I think
Uh,
it was called.
I liked vague and disturbing more.
And we're gonna have to locate the Seekers.
I know they had something, but this was their main abode. This is where I came in contact with them as well. I have something further north. That's all I know.
You don't remember the name?
No, it's
Do you remember any names of the people?
not of that area. No, all I knew was around here, but it was around not too far away from a small town. It's called F something. Then something. I don't really remember.
That spark any memories for me?
Roll history.
Wouldn't spark anything in me.
Nope.
19.
Just a town that Eonar mentioned. That started with Fen. Fenrit.
Fenrit?
Sounds correct, yes. Have you been there?
Eonar's hometown.
Oh.
Now we have a place to... Now I didn't remember it, but now that you mentioned the first names, I just popped to my mind.
Have you gotten any help other way? No other help? We're just gonna go into the Underdark?
We need a vessel to the Underdark.
Port of Seekers. And we need allies. Hopefully Robert looks like he's getting better. He will be up on his feet in a few days, I would imagine. Hopefully.
I'll probably
He's a
help
good
him get
ally.
around. Get back to it. But if there's anything else I can do, I just ask. I know help is far between, but whatever little I can do, helpful.
Didn't you say you had worked with some friends, Leopold, over your journeys?
Yes.
So can we reach out to them?
Well,
I can probably find them if you have a name and
Uh,
roughly
I have-
location.
I have a location of like a mushroom kid girl.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Wiki is her name. She lives close to Kerai. You might have stumbled upon each other in the
She
woods.
kind of puts down her bow and starts writing up. Vicky Nerkerai. Don't think I've heard about her, but start.
Vicky Mills, if you need a last name.
Well, it helps. Every little bit helps. I can talk to her at least.
Then we had. I think he's a scoundrel, but I don't know. If he got gold, he would help, but I'm not sure.
You guys can
We
be
need
choosers.
everyone.
Yeah, it's a Dragonborn.
Oh,
No,
Okay.
I'm not even sure I got his true name, but I know the location of him.
that helps a lot.
And I don't remember the town name, but he said the bar name, I think. Oh wait, he gave us a right?
He gave you.
He gave us a small sketch and the name of a bar.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't.
Crystal Waters.
Gore wouldn't know.
Crystal
Yes.
Waters. Which was a bit further north as well. Closer to the mountains. That's the name of the bar. I think that was the only thing I actually gave you.
Yes.
You're a guard.
So,
your
Dragonborn
town
Smog
empty?
in the Crystal Waters, okay? And of course, Robert. Yeah. It's a
What
start.
about the Kirai guards?
They are tasked to guard the town.
That town is gonna fall if we don't stop this.
Well,
Doesn't hurt to
Every
ask.
town.
Unfortunately, I think Gora's right. Everyone we can help. Everyone can get.
the guards of Latvia and Kerai are friends.
Very well. I'll check in with those as well. Or me and Robert checks in with them as soon as he wakes up.
Yeah, and then also the town. I never caught the name of the town, but I already pointed out the region. Place where we fought some things. Rescued the Lord, I hope, from being controlled by a snake lady.
Yeah, so you're going there yourself, or?
That's quite far. I will have to point out on a map at least, and I will have to talk with someone. It's on the other way, so I guess you can't go there since.
I mean, I don't know how much time I have. I think going to
Oh.
Underdark is probably gonna take its toll as well, or time.
Yeah,
We need to prepare. Like,
Yeah, I will ask someone else
I'm
to go
so
there.
over my head with this.
We
I
need
will
to
ask
talk
someone.
to the rest of the leaders around here.
Yeah, I think
I do believe
they
you
might
have their support as well.
I think, Leopold, we should head north, try to pick up what we can on the way, and find the Seekers, get the portal pieces.
Me and Eonor had planned to go to the dwarves in the north. I've heard they are quite skilled workers. Maybe we could get support from them.
Crafty one-ish, at least.
We
No,
had. At least we have.
We have a start plan.
We have a start plan, yes.
What do you know about dwarfs?
Not much. But they are the best craftsmen. And I think they also want to live.
And convince them that they would definitely be helpful.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can.
Well, I will check out. Well, first the allies you know by name. I know Kirai, Latvia, and then also. Well, I'm gonna go check out the kingdom. Talked about that you helped.
Vanya should know the wizard of Latvia. She worked a bit with him last time we went. You maybe have met a guy. Guy didn't talk much.
Anything else, or when are you leaving?
It depends. We are not sure where to go. I don't want to go. Oh, so we are going north.
We need to get that thing from the Seekers, and that is the most likely going to be the first place.
Ah, yes.
It's somewhere north on this coastline. I think a bit higher.
We should report that to Vanya before we leave.
Yes. We need to.
I've already
to
heard
with
everything.
Vanya.
You don't have to. Kinda standing behind you, she's awfully silent when she moves.
I
do
guess discussing these things in the open might not be the smartest idea.
Probably not. I do apologize for eavesdropping, but times of the essence, I suppose. Fenrir itself,
Yes.
yes. Kinda hands you a roll. Roll up piece of paper to you, Leopold, that is a map, you see. Kinda point out Fenrit is written down on it.
This will be of much help.
Where's
Thank
that
you.
island, if you would mind pointing that out real quick?
I need a. I will describe like I need a map of that,
That,
area. Then I.
yeah, it is that area.
Okay. This map she gave.
This is a lot smaller in scale, so you get a lot of the...
Okay. So it's not as detailed, but it gets the
No,
basic.
you have pretty much outmarked. The Fenrit is a new addition that she added herself, and then you have a few major town routes. Yeah, you can pinpoint that it should be around this location. It isn't marked an island there currently, but it's about there.
This location.
There's
Place.
nothing.
Yes, I'm.
Know that there is a guardian there.
We'll
You
not
should.
disturb him, but I suppose the shore or that island itself is a very good place to meet up.
I think so. I'm a bit unsure.
So we have a bit of work ahead of us, I suppose.
Yeah, we would need better gear also, but I'm a bit unsure how to we could have time with that. I was planning to.
The only thing I can do is kind of hand you a rock as well. It just seems like a normal rock. I'm gonna push you in. That will allow us to communicate a bit at least. You can once a day you can send me a few words of your progress or location. And I can do the same, but it only works once a day, unfortunately. You have quite a sending stone.
How many words?
25.
Okay. Oh. Is that kind of like the voice, your voice in my head, Emma?
Yes, it's the sending one, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Gore, she kind of nudges you on the arm and kind of pulls 2 vials out of her pocket that he kind of puts in your hand, somewhat stealthily.
Okay, just gonna completely see it, like they're small vials.
They're not too large, they are. You can quite easily hold 2 in your hand without issue.
I'm just gonna hide them in my massive gauntlet hand and just hide them like that.
Yeah. So I suppose there's work to do. And no time to do it.
We sure have a lot to do. So we are heading to the north, as you heard.
You are. Hope the gods can help you, I suppose.
Well, I will talk to the gods once the thingamajig recharges. See if we can get any help from there, but yeah, we have our work ahead of us. There's no time to delay.
You don't.
And Emma, please contact me once in a while so I can hear your progress also.
I will keep you updated when I've gone through the names or something more important. Don't worry.
Thank you. Don't want to hear your voice every time it's danger.
It's preferably not now. So I suppose farewell?
For now.
Until we meet again.
Was that Emma or Vanya?
That was Emma.
Until we meet again.
I think. Gore, are we heading out or are we meeting the others?
I think Vanya has got that covered.
I do.
think so. Yeah. Well, I think this is goodbye for now, Emma. And I will give her a quick hug and.
Yeah, it's gonna. Bye.
And I will go and start preparing the horses.
Yeah, Vanya just, as you leave, Vanya just glances on Emma. She and looks away. But they kind of just... At least Vanya turn and head towards the more brooded, elegant tent. And Emma heads into the sickness tent as you leave. Back on the road again, back in the saddle. Heading
At
north.
some point, I will have slipped those vials into my backpack, and once we leave, I wanna take a look at them.
They are 2 normal bottles of healing. Or potions
So they're
of healing.
potions of healing.
2 potions of healing.
Alright. Those will be good to have at some point. But yeah, I guess we're headed north towards Fenrith.
You are.
Or
So-
were we supposed to contact anyone on the way, or what was the idea? I think she said no. She said she would contact all the named ones and the kingdom. So that's all of them.
Yes, we don't have anything on the way there.
Well, to Fenrith it is.
Better to go. And I believe that's as good as any place to end for today's session.
Indeed, I thought so.
Yes. As you are more or less done for now, we are gonna start the
Another-
MVP vote. With you
Another
can see
TPK avoided.
barely. But yeah, we have the MVP vote coming up. You can vote for that now. It's either for Gore or Leopold. Which pretty much means who will get the inspiration next time. Inspiration you can reroll a die for. And you're gonna vote on the person that is something fun, something interesting, or similar. Just something that you appreciate. And as I think I mentioned last time, we are speeding up this entire process, so you did actually achieve level 6.
Oh boy!
Oh.
I already removed the D&D Beyond page. You know, I have
So
to
you are
Google it
free to
again.
roll a hit die if you want to. We can update that at the same time here.
I thought didn't we have that reroll once system?
Yep, you reroll once.
Sadly not
D-
twos.
D12 for a barbarian, if I remember correctly.
Yep, barbarians get health for days.
Oh, finally a good roll. 7.
Solid 11.
So you get 11 more health. Or how much more health
11,
do you get?
11 plus con, so it's like 11. I rolled 11, so I add that 2, so I get 56 rolled, which is a total of 71 hit points.
71.
Actually, no, it
73.
increases because I go to level 6, so it's
What you-
74.
74. Oh well, so...
So I have a con modifier of 3.
Leopold, how much more health?
That is... Wait, I need to calculate it. 72 rolled for a total of 92.
92 health. Really, not more? Did you say it was a
No,
good roll?
I rolled a 2 last level up. And now a 7.
Yeah, but you were on 85, weren't you? I had done that wrong.
Yes.
And you have +4 in con.
85 minus...
Plus 11, you should be on 96, shouldn't you?
You have to level up as
No.
well for the D&D Beyond to add con.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, 96
Yes,
is your
96, yes.
You're
I didn't
almost at
level up.
100.
Yes.
Getting a lot closer.
Oh, I get a secondary Kensei weapon.
Oh yeah, also, remember to vote for the MVP. We need at least 3 votes to get to give out the inspiration. I can increase your votes as well. But yeah, we are going into rapid mode at this point. I have the milestones that you need to complete to get the level up, and we are gonna have a few more of those for the conclusion.
I'm wondering what I should choose here. Because bear gives me a advantage on strength checks. I mean to push, pull, lift, or break.
Yeah, it's choice, definitely. Also, if you have any feedback as me as a DM or as players, post them in chat or post them on Discord, which you can find with
Well,
exclamation mark
let's
Discord.
speed this up properly. I will choose Aspect of the Beast Elk, which means that our travel pace is doubled for everyone who is within 60 feet of me. Whether I'm mounted or on foot. So we can go double the pace with the horses because the Spirit of the Elk is giving us energy.
That is fast. That is
Yep.
very fast.
But that's traveling speed, not active speed.
Yeah. Traveling speed itself, I think you can travel 48 miles in a day. That one.
Yeah.
You're almost as fast as a bird. As
Yeah.
Animal Messenger.
Time to speed this shit up because the abyss is invading. The Spirit of the Elk is empowering us to move faster and save the world.
Yeah, you are definitely closing in. We are getting closer. Getting more and more things solved, I suppose you could say. Which I think it's planned currently about 4 or 5 sessions more. So maybe in the end of August, this campaign can conclude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not certain. I haven't uploaded last session either, have I? I think I did actually, because
I think you did.
I don't think I highlighted it actually.
I can have four. I can rage 4 times now per day.
A lot of people speaking over each other today, but that's just part of not playing in person. It is. It happens. With even this slight delay does mess that up quite fast.
Oh, my movement speed increased.
So you have 60? You have
55.
55 movement, yeah, you are fast now.
I still have 40.
Yeah. It's hard to this, because at the same time, the other end of the spectrum, playing online with a delay, is that we don't say anything for large periods of time, which gets a lot of downtime, which is not interesting to look at. So it is a valid criticism. And I suppose we just need to be more aware about it. That's about it. Anything else? Well, apparently I need to upload 2 episodes tomorrow. Both session 16 for today one and yesterday's session 15.
Last week's, you mean? Not yesterday.
Last week's. Same time I can update the D&D command so it shows the right date, because we do this every Tuesday for now. Because we still can. We are not at full energy, I suppose, but we still do. Give people something to watch then as well. So next date will be the 3rd of August.
Yeah, session 14 was the last one you uploaded to YouTube.
Yes. The 3rd of August at UTC
plus
3 or 1800, I think. No, it was. Yes. Okay, use the D&D command and you can read for yourself. You know how to do this. I believe in you. Anything else we need to cover?
Well, I mean, cover and cover. I'm finding it real difficult to not use all of the knowledge. Sometimes I forget that Gore doesn't know everything that Eonar did, and Eonar knew a lot of stuff. So I get so frustrated when I'm sitting here and there's a question that Eonar knows, and I know that Leopold should know it, but I can't correct him, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it is annoying. It certainly is. Not gonna lie. I guess I could also mention that I will have a campaign wrap-up talk after we have concluded the campaign. If you have any meta questions that you want answered, that's the time to tune in.
Yeah.
We'll probably have everybody has been part of it, probably. Just have an hour and a half just talking about the campaign. It's in a Discord call. A lot more simpler than this entire set.
You're gonna have to pretty much divide speech turns if we have everyone who has been part of it, because otherwise it will be a massive talking over each other fest.
Yeah, it would be total 5 people. Is our current total.
Looking forward to it.
Just think
Looking
to answer.
forward to
Of course,
playing more as well.
question can be answered or directed to someone as well and all that. But that's what we're gonna do at the end of this campaign. Just because I feel there's probably questions that people want answers on, and I don't want to leave it hanging, so to speak. Yeah, anything else? I don't think so.
I think we have everything.
We do. We're
covered.
just waiting for the MVP vote, and then we're gonna head to the store because it's need to acquire a few things.
Yeah, I have to go into the office. I cannot work from home tomorrow, so
Right?
and I have no idea why. They just told me, "Hey, come into the office tomorrow." It's kind of frightening.
Yeah. That does sound bad. We'll see. It's probably gonna turn out great.
Well, it
Tomorrow
could
we
be
have,
possible
of course,
as well.
Janis streaming, who made all this amazing art that we see. That you all
Yeah,
seen in the
Janne
intermission.
will be streaming tomorrow, I guess.
And if I found something to do, I might do a pre-stream that she usually does. Because I do also need to stream a bit more. So we'll stream
Oh,
something. We'll find something.
You got your standard stream on Thursday as well.
I do.
Any sneak peek into what you're planning to stream?
Probably not. Can't promise anything, but unfortunately we got 2 votes, one on each.
I guess we both did something good then.
Apparently. Yeah, that's unfortunately 1 vote too little to get even inspiration out, but thank you all so very much for watching, and I guess we'll catch you next week. See ya.